Alright, so I've been reading you guys very interesting comments, and I've heard your suggestions. Now, I don't even know why this waifu exists, let alone why anyone would want to smash it, but you know what? Fuck it, let's see if we can find some pros. I'm going to be talking about the very dangerous spider monster waifu. Not to be confused with the spider woman or spider goddess waifu. These waifus are very, very different. For instance, most spider monster waifus are seen as evil. They're also known for tricking and eating people. Now, from what I've seen, depending on the culture, there are different types of spider monster waifus. But for this video only, I'm going to narrow it down to at least 3 types. The Tsushigamo, the Jirogamo, and the Arachne. Now, it isn't clear which one of these versions are more powerful, but it is clear which one is more dangerous, and that has to be the Tsushigamo. Now, Tsushigamo usually means mountain spider or earth spider, and they were known for being spider-like yokai. Now, all a yokai is a supernatural entity or spirit. And it was said to be giant spiders, getting as big as mountains, or at the very least the size of a full-grown man. Now, the Tsushigamo has multiple powers. It can create illusions, it can shapeshift, it can really make itself look like anything, including a beautiful woman. It can even use poisons and webs. Now, the Jirogamo is very similar to the Tsushigamo, but the only reason I say they're not as dangerous as the Tsushigamo is because their motives are different. Jirogamo usually go after good-looking men, but Tsushigamo usually just kill indiscriminately. Now, the Jirogamo also has mental abilities, and is able to manipulate minds and emotions of the people near them. Now, these 2 powerful creatures don't come without their weaknesses. They don't like holy magic at all, and it seems like they can be weakened by cold iron, as if it's their kryptonite. Now, before I go to the Arachne, I gotta stop right here because the Jirogamo and the Tsushigamo are from Japanese folklore. The more I read for these women, the more the cons go up. The majority of the stories focused around these monsters are supposed to teach you not to trust all beautiful women, because they can lead to even a great man's downfall. And I can already hear y'all in the comments. Ooh, still would, or smash, or I could fix her. Bruh, nah, not this time. These women are basically a trap for horny, weak-willed men, and the modern day weeb falls right into this. This is like a woman falling in love with a vampire. Girl, he don't want you, he wants your blood. This ain't Twilight. Every single Japanese folklore story that I read of both these creatures ended with a man dead. Like either be eaten alive, or they can't even find his body anymore because he just disappeared and they're just assuming he's dead in the story. Now, as far as fiction goes, I didn't have to search far to find an example of these 2 creatures. In the lore of the Lord of the Rings, there's a female giant spider called Shelob, and I don't think they show her female form in the movies. However, this is how the movies represented her in giant spider form.
Let him go, you filth. Let him go! He will not touch him again.
Pause. Yeah, I'm not sticking my dick anywhere near that shit. Now, before I judge too harshly, Shelob is also shown in the game Middle-earth: Shadow of War. She actually acts as the narrator for this game, and an ally to the main character of the story, Talon. Now, in the game, she can shapeshift into a raven-haired woman wearing a black dress, and she can also show visions of the future to people's minds. Now, is this lore accurate? Don't know. As far as I've researched for Lord of the Rings, she's never been depicted like this before. The majority of the time, she's been depicted as a giant spider woman. Now, I need you to lock in real quick, because low-key, I played this game when I was a kid. Gameplay was good, and Shelob was bad as hell. You would never know she was a giant spider behind all that booty. Now, here's a quick clip from her in the game. Let me know if you'll smash or not in the comments. Because before I knew she was a giant spider, I'm not even gonna lie, I would have folded.
Spider does not fall for its prey, Ranger. Not unless a great enough is set before it.
Oh my God!
I called you here for a reason.
Nut.
You are brave. For a man. But it is not your sword that will save him.
Pause. You heard the boys. You just need to use the right sword.
Is it worth it? Oh yeah, it's worth it. If you're strong enough.
Shelob is a great example of the Tsushigamo. She's not above trickery and using power to get what she wants, that or beauty, and she has a legitimate female body. However, as far as the Tsushigamo goes, she's the only one in fiction that I would say it's okay to smash. However, only under certain circumstances. And one of them definitely has to be, you have to be as powerful as her or more powerful than her, like Sauron here. Or I think that's Sauron. Apparently in the Middle-earth game lore, they had a relationship. Sauron was blowing that back out. Now, if you don't know Lord of the Rings, Sauron is a dark lord. He's like one of the main antagonists of the story and overpowered as fuck. I don't know if he can officially kill Shelob. You Lord of the Rings guys are gonna have to like correct me in the comments for that one. But he at least should be able to match her power, which is basically my main point. If you want to smash the Tsushigamo, you also have to be able to kill the Tsushigamo if the need comes for it. If you're just an average guy and she gets upset, she's just gonna maul you. A lot like she's doing to these trained knights. With her bare hands. God, I low-key still smash though, cause she is bad. The only real safe pro for Tsushigamo that I see is that if you're just a Chad-like guy, you can make her love you, you win, you're in there. So if you're not Sauron level, or you know, Overlord or Dark Lord level, you're cooked. Even in reality, women usually like men on their level anyway. So if you're not her level, there's nothing but cons for you. You're just not him. You don't have that Dark Lord big dick energy. Now a good example of a Jirugamo has to be Black Maria from One Piece. And I say that because of her sheer size. She is huge. Now remember, the difference between the Tsushigamo and the Jirugamo is that the Tsushigamo kills indiscriminately, and the Jirugamo mostly kills beautiful men. Now unlike Sheila, Black Maria doesn't seem to have a full spider form, but she does have a half spider form. And I mean, I'm not sure what this face is doing here, but I'm assuming Black Maria is a type that you want to hit it with the lights off, if you know what I mean. But then again, I think the biggest con for Black Maria isn't even Black Maria herself, it's Kaido. Let me tell you, there's no way he didn't hit. She is low-key his bitch. And you know from the anime, all you gotta do is catch him on a bad day, and this happens. My brother, you will be physically, mentally, and metaphorically cooked. Only One Piece characters have enough plot armor to survive this. But you're not the main character. You're just a guy trying to smash Black Maria for the night. You're gone. You're not making it to the end of this arc, let alone the end of One Piece. Look at Luffy's face. Bro is horrified. Now, one pro I could say for Black Maria is that if Kaido doesn't give a shit that you smash and Black Maria likes you, she may actually let you hit. Or smash one of the other prostitutes she's over. She is a brothel owner, so sleeping with all types of men shouldn't be anything new to her. Plus, if she gets you to pay, that's good for her business. Another pro is that I'm not really sure she eats men. As in the story, she's never been shown to really eat any guy at all. But she is still powerful enough to kill you. Another con would be her sheer size, because if you don't know this, she is slightly larger than Kaido, standing at 26 feet 11 inches tall. And Kaido is 23 feet 4 inches tall. So let that sink in for a second. She's almost too big for Kaido. Even if you get one night with her, she may be smashing you. But as far as the Jirugamo goes, she's honestly not that bad. Now this brings me to my last and final version of the spider monster woman, the Arachne. Now unlike the first two being from Japanese mythology, the Arachne is from Greek mythology. The first ever Arachne was originally an arrogant Greek woman that was a weaver. And the way the myth goes, she thought she was a better weaver than Athena, the goddess of wisdom. And Athena, being about that life, was like, bet, put your money where your mouth is. So they had the competition to see whose weaving skills were the best. And even though Athena was a goddess, apparently she was losing this competition. So she got mad and went straight Wonder Woman on the Arachne woman, which if I haven't mentioned before, the weaver's name is Arachne. And after putting the hands on her, instead of killing her, she eventually cursed her. Now in some stories, she just turned her into a normal spider who weaves webs. But in other versions of the story, she was turned to a half spider, half woman, apparently the Arachne we know and love today. Now I wouldn't be doing this video much justice if I didn't bring up the Arachne in the daily life of a monster girl named Arachnera. Now even in the Greek mythology, Arachne herself never really killed men, at least from what I could find. And in the anime, Arachnera seems to damn near love men, or at least this one, lucky bastard. Now the one con that I can find for the Arachne is that she doesn't seem to have a full human form, so you might have to get very creative with finding a hole. But I mean, to be honest, when is that ever going to stop a guy? Plus them tickle biggies are huge. She's an H cup, and those babies are definitely enough to distract you from her spider-like body. So I mean, as far as the character goes, smash. But anime has a way to make things look good that normally wouldn't look good in reality. So we're talking about these characters from the original folklore, I would say definitely stay away. Unless you're someone like Sauron, which, you know, a powerful man who can handle all that. Or a Giga Chad who can rizz up almost any woman. Even if she does want to eat you, she may want to have your kids first. If you got that type of energy, more power to you. Go for it. But the anime and gaming versions for these type of women have definitely more pros than cons. And I'll be honest, if I could keep them from eating me or be sure they're not going to eat me, I'll fold immediately, on sight. Ain't no one stopping me, buddy. I'm diving in. But you guys are better than me, right? You guys wouldn't smash a dangerous spider woman who could possibly eat you. That or kill you, right? Right? If you're saying no right now, you're a liar! Now what type of waifu do you think I should do next?